The Walt Disney Company has made $1 billion investment into Epic Games as part of its ongoing quest to become a major part of Fortnite, because Bob Iger just realized that kids like video games. But Josh D'Amaro, the man taking the spot as the big cheese of the Walt Disney Company, is sounding off to reporters about what he has planned, and well, it sounds like a whole lot of nonsense, honestly. This comes to us, and I apologize if there was any other way to present this story, I would, but this comes to us from Polygon. And, well, they kick it off as only Polygon can. There's still a month before Josh D'Amaro, Daddy Josh, if you're a Disney Parks fan.
Oh, my goodness gracious. No, they did not. They did not.
They did put that in there.
Stop, Polygon.
My gosh.
What in the world? Have you ever heard anyone call him that?
I've heard of it. I just didn't understand where it came from, but I've heard of Daddy Josh.
I have. My old, the channel that I used to be a part of, Orange Grove 55, which, by the way, I'll be making appearances there sometime soon. Very interesting. He has referred to Josh D'Amaro as Daddy Josh in the past. I think ironically, but still.
Kind of intervention, because
yes.
I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.
But yeah, never change, Polygon. Never change. Because you clearly never will. Will take over as the CEO of the Walt Disney Company. Even so, he's already revealing some of his plans for the company and their partnership with Fortnite. For better or worse, it sounds a lot like D'Amaro views it like he does the theme parks, a place to sell Disney merchant experiences. It's a digital expansion of the company's real-world branded ecosystem. Now, D'Amaro reportedly spoke with a group of bloggers in an off-the-record conversation on February the 6th. However, a recording of the conversation was believed to have been obtained by Puck, which had absolutely no qualms about sharing this off-the-record conversation, sharing a quote from the upcoming CEO about Disney's partnership with Epic Games on Fortnite. Quote, it's not just going to be one character, D'Amaro reportedly said. It could be a new film premiering there. What? It could be the place where you decide to book your next cruise vacation. What? You could participate in the Super Bowl in some way. What? Josh. There's a lot going on in that statement. At first blush, the standout part of the quote is the idea of premiering films in Fortnite. However, there is some precedent to this. In 2021, the trailer for Christopher Nolan's Tenet debuted in Fortnite. Sitting down in a virtual Fortnite theater for a feature-length film, though, might not be everyone's idea of a good time, but it surely is someone's. The part that stands out to this Fortnite and Disney fan, of course, this is the writer who called him Daddy Josh speaking, D'Amaro is adding that it could be the place that you decide to book your next cruise vacation. While Disney wouldn't be the first cruise company to show off a ship in the game, there's a difference between a limited time promotional island to showcase a new ship and treating Fortnite as a place to decide where to spend thousands on your next vacation. I don't know, Vash, when I'm going in to book my next cruise vacation, I'm probably not doing it on Fortnite.
No, I don't think that's what's happening, and I don't know if this will translate into increased visitation at the theme parks in general, right? I mean, I think that's the idea behind this is like, okay, let's go ahead and bring our parks, resorts, some of our offerings into the digital world so that people playing within this virtual environment can get a glimpse or a taste of what a Disney experience might be like, and might be actually be able to book a vacation afterwards, or more likely to. And I just don't really see that translating. And putting your stock behind just a single video game like this that could very well be, I mean, obviously it's not flavor of the month or like flavor of the last couple of years, but we've seen how, enthusiasm peaks and then it drops off. I just don't know how sustainable this is in terms of Disney's foray into the digital sphere. So I guess we'll see. But I remember when this investment was originally made, everybody was just really excited about it. You saw the stock jump a couple of points for this. And then, the AI boom really took off and nobody really talked about it before. But you have seen some articles saying, oh, well, Josh D'Amaro is in charge of this Epic Games kind of partnership via the consumer products line of the experiences division. And it's like, oh, okay, like I don't know if it's even worth referencing, because it's literally that they are just providing their IP to one single video game. Now, it happens to be a very large video game in terms of player base, but still, it's just one single venture for them. I just don't really see the significance here.
Vash, I am having a computer issue. I need to restart real quick. Would you be able to continue the conversation in my stead while until I get back?
Absolutely, no problem at all.
All right.
Erica,
I will be
MJ,
right
absolutely, Marvin. Have any of you guys played Fortnite? And what do you think about this whole idea that we're going to go ahead and incorporate not only Disney IP but actually trailers that they might debut on this platform?
I have no clue what I mean, I've heard the name. I've never played it. I'm not a gamer. I do have friends in the gaming space that stream that are very recently trying to get me to, game with them with Fortnite. I don't really have much of a clue. It looks weird if you ask me, but I'm that old lady.
No problem. MJ, do any of the kids in your household play Fortnite? Do they, are they enthusiastic about the Disney characters featured in there? If they do play, your thoughts, please.
Well, yeah, the kids, especially my son, he is a bit of a gamer. He has played Fortnite. It's under my supervision, and I have like every parental control you can think and manageable, but he's not jumping up and down for joy for this debut that they're having. Is that Disney villains or just Disney characters in general? Like,
yeah, I think this was the specific announcement that villains were going to make their debut in the Fortnite world. And this
he was like more excited, maybe like Star Wars. He gravitated towards that when that was coming. I don't even know if that's a thing that's still happening, but there was other overlays. I'm trying to remember that he was excited about. They threw characters, I think, like even SpongeBob, and he gets excited with certain things, but this is not getting his attention whatsoever.
And we've seen a number of these kind of character or park integrations via this partnership now. I believe they celebrated, a portion of the 70th anniversary with certain iconic structures and so forth. I think one of them was the Pixar Pal around it at Disney California Adventure Park at Disneyland Resort, and also too, I think Sleeping Beauty Castle was another one of them. So they have been incorporating more Disney into this game experience right here. I just don't know if that translates into the kind of I don't know.
What kind of audience do you think that they're gearing towards? It's not the alpha generation, because I don't think Generation Alpha cares too much for these characters. I think it's more maybe Gen Zs, because I remember the girls when they were really little. And if you guys can help me, because I used to sit and watch them play, I got everything for them to do it. I think it was on the Xbox, and there was like millions of characters you could choose from. And they were like these, I'm using my hair clip as an example. It was like a little platform, and then you would put the character there, and then you would play that character on the screen. It was a really cool game. I just can't remember. Was it at Disney? I think it was an Xbox game. It was really, and they had Rapunzel. They had all the princesses. They had
that Vash. That's like that one that they used to have the setup for in the parks. Forget the name of it.
Yeah,
virtual. Thank you, Disney Infinity. They girls loved that game, and but my son Corbin Dallas does not care for that whatsoever. He's not. Maybe the Avatar thing. Is this coming out soon, or it's already out, ready for you to get?
Yeah, I believe the Avatar integration has already passed there.
Okay.
But see, I think the one thing about Gen Alpha is that they are on Fortnite.
Yes,
so
they are.
I think that's where Disney is trying to meet them, because they're like, kind of like, well, if you're already on Fortnite, we're going to make you appreciate our characters through the Fortnite. Like I think Disney sees it as a way to reach their marketing toward the youth right now.
But they're not interested because they like making their own characters on Fortnite. And some of them I get really, really like worried about. I'm like, what is that? And then he'll look at me, he'll like, Mom, this is really cool. It'll be like a muscle with like a weird head and like a hat, or I don't even know. He comes up with his own character. They like making their own stuff rather than picking a Disney character, in my opinion. It's weird.
Well,
weird.
Actually, it seems like they're trying to use Fortnite more as like a metaverse.
Yes, it would seem that way. And we did hear about the potential for a metaverse around the time this was actually listed. And you'll remember too that Bob Iger, not Bob Iger, Bob Chapek was the one that was really gung-ho about a metaverse being constructed by Disney themselves. Obviously, that division, I think, was it was eliminated when Bob Iger actually took back power there at Disney. But this Epic Games, what is it, equity stake or whatever? I can't remember the details of the deal. But this investment into Epic Games by Disney themselves is, I think they see it as part of a long-term play to incorporate more of both their characters and their attractions into this virtual world. I just don't know how. Like I said, I just don't know how sustainable this is. And Generation Alpha, I think Andrew makes a great point. I don't know how interested they are in Disney in general.
They're not, and they enjoy the parks, but they're not gravitating towards what they're pushing out here for Fortnite. No, even the guy with the fish head, they rather play his character than those other characters. Sorry, Marvin, go ahead.
I can't imagine though. Like, are they gonna have like the cruise ships docked on the island that you can then tour around, or is he talking about like actually to plan your cruise vacation, actually like putting money down through Fortnite in order to book your cruise? Because that is not something that I think anyone should be doing.
Oh, sure. Just have your mom's credit card there attached to that. Yeah, there you go. Just do all that, and the kiddos can book their own cruise vacations. I don't think that's a good idea right there. But Marvin, I don't know about you, but what do you think about this idea of having trailers debut?
I think it's a factor. I think that if it worked, more people would be doing it. Remember, Disney has dropped a few things in Fortnite in the past. They did that Palpatine message from Star Wars to promote the Rise of Skywalker. That was an abysmal failure. The Christopher Nolan thing, I don't think anyone really watched that in there. This is people want to come into Fortnite to play Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you don't want to come in there and live their life. They don't want to come in there and be like, I'm going to watch a Disney movie and see a premiere and tour a cruise ship. No, they want to come in there and they want to get XP and they want to do a battle royal.
Yeah. Yep. That's what he likes. That's exactly true. And he's 11. He'll be 12 this year. And you're not lying.
It just seems like old men like Bob Iger and Josh D'Amaro just being like, oh, the kids like this Fortnite. Why isn't Disney on Fortnite? We should be putting our content there.
And I thought that was hilarious when Bob Iger was like, hey, I don't let you know, but the kids, Generation Alpha, they're actually playing video games. I don't know if you heard. And so our Spider-Man integration made us a lot of money from that. It was stunning. It was really a revelation. It was like, are you serious?
These kids like video games nowadays?
It's like they're trying too hard.
I mean, the Avatar one looks interesting. I would probably play it just to see what it's about, but I don't think I'm going to make an investment on spending. And that's another thing, parents, please get those prepaid cards. Do not put your credit card on a PlayStation.
True.
Okay, don't do it. Just get the cards. You can actually load up the prepaid gift cards or whatever card you want to use and just let them have at it because they will charge it up. I remember getting a phone call a long time ago that there was like a $1,500 bill on one of the credit cards.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
yeah, it was so funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Book the Disney cruise, I guess.
Yeah, that's the down payment for a Disney cruise.
How does one person spend $1,500 in Fortnite? What did he buy?
I don't know, but I remember there was a bunch of kids over that day. I'm an open door mom. A lot of kids just come here and they hang out, and it was just a big mistake. We got it all squared away, taken care of. It wasn't a problem, but there was like at least 6 kids here playing that day. I love that. I always wanted to give that 90s feel to the kids. I don't want them to grow up so secluded, and just like, not interact. And, the kids come over, they're knocking on the door and, hey, I'll order pizza, whatever. But it happened. But, this is not going to be appealing to the group of kids that they're trying to go towards. Maybe a Disney adult will play this, but not a child.
Well, I mean, the Disney adults are where they make most of their money.
So. Right. That's
true.
Exactly true.
The problem is they're trying to invest in these kids now because the kids of today are tomorrow's Disney adults.
True. That's what they're hoping.
That's what they're hoping.
Disney's gotten a slap in the face. I think they know what Gen Alpha is into. It speaks volumes at Universal, but they still have their own product that they want to make money off of. And, they have to. That's kind of the mentality. So they back themselves into this corner by not staying relevant over the last decade and a half. Meanwhile, Universal has just picked up, Gen Alpha and even some Gen Z and just sweep them off their feet. And they haven't. Disney's just been sleeping.
Well, the other thing is that Disney doesn't have a major brand that has connected with kids in the way that the Minions have or Mario.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like unisex, but it speaks to everybody. They've really just lost that creativeness. Like I said, they've just been sleeping on it for years, and now they're like, oh, we got to do something. Oh, and it's like, well, you're a little too late to the game now.
Millennials had Stitch and Gen Z had Frozen. Disney has not come out with their big thing that kids love right now. I mean, and I don't think it's Zootopia, because the popularity for Zootopia is not here; it's in China.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right. This might be a move for shareholders and shareholders exclusively. Shareholders who might not know better, or potential investors who might not know better, and say, "Oh, look, Disney's coming to this big, virtual space. This is awesome." Meanwhile, I don't know if it's really going to amount to the gains that people are expecting. So it just might be a play towards the uninformed, just like the other 50, 60, or 70-year-olds out there.
It looks like a villains show premiering on Fortnite. It's the three characters from the villain show.
Well, I mean, think about it. They want to promote the expansion.
It was a villain show at first.
Oh yeah, no. This is back at the 2024 D23 Expo, I guess. Yeah, they to mark the Villains Land announcement. They put this out.
But you know what? Like, the really weird thing with Disney characters in Fortnite is, like, so let's say you put Donald Duck into Fortnite. Well, you're about to have Donald Duck carrying an AK-47.
Yes. That's the kind of danger.
You're right, because the weapons, you get to choose your gear and your weapons. Yeah, like he's going to throw grenades and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maybe kids would be attracted to that just because it's funny.
Oh my
hey, look at this. Oh, look at Mickey Mouse. Look what I got him doing.
No, that makes me sad. No.
Hey, boys will be boys. I can see boys doing that.
Yeah, that's
true. One of the only ones that I ever actually like skins that I ever use in Fortnite is Boba Fett, because I'm like, yeah, that makes sense with him with guns.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, guys, the jury's out on what Disney is going to do with Fortnite, but it all comes down on the shoulders of one man, and that's Daddy Josh.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.